bone marrow is affected, it will become even more widespread. Known treatment.
Radiation, selected areas, nitrogen mustard, TEM, chlorambucil.
Which can provide temporary relief, but may not effectively halt the spread of the disease.
Doctors, I think we have an opportunity here.
No.
No what?
You're about to make a pitch to use CFO on it. Which doctor?
Dr. Lochner.
Is your data ready?
I was up all night putting it together. It'll be on your desk before the end of the day.
Good. We'll pick it up from there. Meantime, we'll use the standard procedure. Joe, have you contacted the girl's father?
Yes, Mr. Kaufman is a salesman for a metal products firm. I phoned the local office here. They reached him in Seattle. He's flying in.
Fine. Gentlemen?
You're sore.
Right. Because you, doctor, were trying to use my patient to wedge in your phone.
I know. I was going for extra points.
Look, if CFO is everything you say it is, I'll burn candles to you. But this is your second time around. I'd like your case to be totally convincing. For your good.
Which will then rebound for the good of the patient suffering from Hodgkin's disease. Pardon me, doctor, but your cliche is showing.
You know, the condition is operable, but I'm beginning to believe that stubborn streak of yours is not.
Underground sources tell me that the panel meeting on CFO will be a close vote.
It's scuttlebutt, you know, that can be. Let's join the lady, huh?
If it deadlocks, Joe, you could swing it.
We'll discuss it another time, huh?
I was telling Jean there's nothing more comforting than small talk between friends.
Assuming they're friends.
Eli, please.
Well, Joe? Well? Am I asking for the world? Is CFO a dirty word?
Eli, I beg you.
You beg me what? It'll be 3 years next month that our little girl died. And I just stood there, right over her. The eminent Dr. Eli Neely, acknowledged to be without peer in his specialty. And he stood there, helpless, and watched her die. But there was one thing that kept me going. There are others to be saved. Well, buddy? Well, I can't stand the suspense. Are you going to help me put it over or not?
You're trying to do my thinking for me. I don't like that.
If you two are going to spar, maybe we should go powder our noses.
No, we're leaving. Come on, Lester. Joe, I deserve one right here for Saturday night. Oh, no kidding. Esther really lit into me.
Skip it, will you?
You've got to know how meaningful your support really is.
Eli, this morning I told Vicky what she had. It's not one of my favorite scenes. Oh, I'm in your corner. Pulling for you all the way. I couldn't be otherwise.
Good, then I can count on you.
You can count on me to back a complete and substantiated presentation. Nothing less. Vicky's father and Jeannie are waiting in my office. Excuse me. What are you doing in Vicky's room?
Wishing her well?
Personal? Or professional?
I can't divide myself in two the way you can. You can watch a young girl die and mouth medical platitudes. You can encourage a friend and then sell him out.
You know, you really have a colossal conceit.
Conceit. And you have an Olympian ego that is fortified by an establishment that's so entrenched it's muscle-bound.
It's been home to you for a long
It's a
time.
smug shell with a computer for a heart. Your standards in the centers are so high and conservative, you'd still like to be testing cough drops.
Step inside, Eli, where we can talk.
Yeah, I've got that along.
You know, I had it with your arrogance up to here. I've covered for it. I've excused it as brilliance, just trying to find out what makes you tick.
Don't patronize me, mister.
I wouldn't patronize you even if I had the time. Now, you've been carried away by your own esteem. All you had to do, all you have to do was deal with the side effects, and that'll take you a couple of weeks.
Is that a fact? And what would sell it for you then? At 10% remission, 20, 50%?
Eli, everything else about CFO is sound. Deal with the side effects.
And then you'd find something else to quibble about. You want the kind of guarantee that doesn't exist.
Suppose you're wrong.
Suppose you're wrong. And more people die every minute.
I'd like to resolve this.
I already have. You've helped me do that. I'm taking CFO elsewhere. I'm leaving you in the center. I quit.
Come in.
There's a no trespassing sign. Are you friend or foe?
I just saw Vicky outside. She looks healthy.
She is healthy.
You weren't returning my calls.
I've been very busy. Besides, I didn't know what to expect. You're not carrying a white flag.
You still waving a red one?
Joe, I'm glad to see you. I didn't want you here until you could see Vicky like this. I admit I left the center of a huff. And as my wife points out, tact isn't one of my most endearing qualities. But CFO is vindicated. I could crow, but I feel a sense of deep humility.
I find that almost as shocking as seeing Vicky ride as well as she does.
She's quite recovered, as you can see. I'll run a follow-up program on her, of course. But I don't expect any recurrence of the disease from her or from any of my other patients.
Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead, huh?
Joe, we don't have any beds left. We work 12 hours a day. You should see the patients streaming in from all over the country. They arrive pained and hopeless, and I give them rebirth. You know, instead of the center suing me, they ought to jump on the bandwagon.
Eli, I will admit that Vicky appears to be fully recovered, but you know, as well as I do, that Hodgkin's patients have periods of full capacity only to relapse again.
You must be taking stubborn pills. Me?
How about yourself? You know my reservation.
Side effects, Mr. Johnny One Note. If there's any relish in this for me, it's to prove how wrong you can be.
Medical footnote. It would appear that Dr. Joseph Aloysius Gannon is the inadvertent catalyst in the triumph of Dr. Neely.
No, Joe, you're epilogue. My daughter's prologue. Did you care to join me in observing treatment?
Nope. I gotta get back and report a failure.
After what you've just seen?
No, not yours. Mine. I was supposed to come out here and convince you to return to the center.
Gannon, report to nurse's station. Dr. Gannon, report to nurse's station.
That's right. Vicky's unable to move her legs. Spinal compression from vertebral lesions.
She'll need surgery immediately.
I know. I'm not set up to do that here. Joe, not for me, for her. Readmit her to the center.
You get her in an ambulance. I'll be in OR with a neurosurgeon. Contact Dr. Peterson, emergency. Hello, Doctor.
Loosely applied.
Well, I see you took all your plaudits off the wall. It didn't fall down.
Cut out the platitudes. You were right all along. Vicky Kaufman, the others. I let them down in the same way I did my own daughter. This, disease, I hated it. I guess the hate blinded me. Now the others are paying the price.
Eli, you weren't wrong to drive for the cure. I mean, Skip died. That was an honest spur. You just got carried away by your own genius. You almost lost Vicky. But there's something in that formula that can be credited with her temporary recovery.
Not enough.
Let's shake it up. Make it better. Start over. 1 year, 2, whatever's necessary to come up with the right combination. In the meantime, I think there's a good chance we can keep Vicky's condition arrested.
I don't think I can.
The hell you can't.
Doctor, whatever happened to your bedside manner?
I lost it. Trying to reclaim a friend. This side effect. I'll recover.